How's it going, everybody? This is Coach Hester, and I am going to share with you today one of my favorite drills that you can do as a goalie, and all you need is yourself and your stick and enough space to add your step. We're going to do it in two phases today, and basically the first phase is your feet are going to be completely planted, and we're going to be relying on our actual hand movement to do the entire drill along with our core. Second phase is going to be adding your step to the movement that we did during the first phase. So a couple things to remember during this drill are hands in your regular ready position. Have your stick about as high as the crossbar. Now this leaf right here is about six feet. So I'm going to make sure that my hands are right about even with the crossbar. You never want your stick to be above the crossbar. It's just taking up space that you don't need to take up. You are only responsible for the 36 square feet there. So, and even if you think about it, I'm about 5'10" and a half. My wingspan's about 6 feet. So this is as far as the pipe's going to be. And if I'm in my position in the center of the goal, I can reach way farther than I'm even responsible for. So what we're going to focus on is exploding to all those different points in the space there. So another thing to remember during the drill is when you're finishing, you want your stick face to be flat to the shooter. You don't want to turn sideways like this or like this or like this. You want it to be boom every single time you finish. Your stick face is going to be flat. Another thing to think about is it's called the pane of glass. It's an idea that your hands should be comfortably out in front of your body, not back in here, not way out, but just comfortably out enough that if there's a pane of glass between you and your stick that runs this way, you would not break it with your ready position or with your save. See, if there's a glass there, this would have broken it. So think about every save that you make, you want it to be looking a little bit like that. So if I'm like actually squared up with the camera here, so neither one of these saves here would have broken that glass. Boom, boom. So we're going to be weightless up top. Engage with what you feel like on your stick. Use your core. When I get to my off hip spot, I'm going to go a couple extra over top, and then I'm going to go a couple extra underneath because that's kind of the trick spot there. So basically this drill just involves me being in my own space, imagining that there's a goal behind me. I'm only responsible for this 36 square feet here, so I'm going to divide it up into 1 foot each because that's about how big my stick is. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move on to the next row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now onto a center row here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I added a row in for the sake of the drill to put more exercise into myself here. The next row is the first row of your offside stick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to do these center ones a couple more to work on my over, like I said, and my underneath. Next row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And all the way over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to come back to the same point A every time, and I'm moving from point A to point B as fast as I can, under control, using my core and using both of my hands with their ability to whip my stick around. And don't forget, I'm going to remember not to break this glass. None of this. All here, comfortably out in front of you. So like I said before, the first round through, we are keeping our feet planted and relying on our upper body to move to the spots. Second time through, we're adding our step to it, okay? So it's going to look a little bit like this. And if you're not getting tired through this, then you are not exploding enough. gonna do that one again. All right, let's take a look at this. Take a look at the video and see if I broke the glass at all. So the second time through, we are going to add our step. At all times, you should be, when you're thinking about stepping to the ball, the way that I think about it is my hands have to move first and my body's got to follow my hands as fast as possible. So don't get too confused or caught up about, oh, if it goes this way, I have to step with this foot, or it goes this way, I have to step with this foot. Really, if you let your hands lead first and you're trying to watch the ball all the way into your stick and let your body follow your hands, then you're gonna just step naturally. So think about it that way. Gonna look a little bit like this. Remember, when you come back to point A, make sure you get to rest. Be patient. Follow up athletic. Recover it as you started. Imagine you're watching the ball all the way into your stick. Notice I'm over-exaggerating getting my butt end around because I'm using both of my hands on my stick. I'm getting at the ball. One more down there. Now I'm going my last row here. Last two. All right. Notice I'm winded. A little bit out of shape. B, you should be this winded if you do 36 explosions like that in a row, because you should be using your whole body. All right. So one of my theories is you need to ask for a break during your warm-up or you're not exploding enough. Okay. And anybody who's worked with me will know that. I'll allow you to make your own answer when you ask yourself.